So this is a fun picture that my daughter drew of a still life. She made a clock and a plant with some flowers growing out of it in a little pot on top of a table. So I thought this might be a fun drawing for us to do together. So you can make it in your own style of art. It doesn't have to look just like real life. So I'm going to start at the bottom of the paper, and my paper is horizontal, lazy horizontal, and I'm going to make two little table legs. And then I'm going to connect those across, all the way across my paper, end to end. And I'm going to give that table some thickness. All right. Then on this side of the table, we have our clock. So we're going to try to make a circle shape. Does it need to be a perfect circle? No way. And I'm going to give this a little bit of thickness. So already I'm making some changes from what my daughter drew, and that's okay. You can make some changes from what I'm drawing. We make our art our own way. I'm going to draw little legs slanting out on this clock so that it can stand up. Something to balance on. And I'm going to give this an alarm bell on each side. So these are kind of like a half a circle. And they're connected across the top. They've got a little attachment thingy there. And it's curving up and up. And then connects together. Now mine sort of went off the page there. So if you can connect yours across, that's great. If it doesn't fit, that's fine too. Okay, in the middle of that, this thing will shake back and forth when the timer goes off. And it will chime these bells. And they'll ring, ring, ring to let us know time's up. It's time to get on Google Classroom or something. Okay, so if you make a clock, an easy way, I think, is to start with the 12 o'clock at the top, the 6 o'clock at the bottom, the 3 way over to the right, and the 9 off to the left. Then it's easier to fill in the other numbers. So after the 12, we know there's a 1 and a 2. Then there's a 3, and then we count 4 and 5. And we've got 6, and we've got 7 and 8. Already have 9. We need 10 and 11. And maybe you have a fancy way of making some of these numbers. That's okay too. You can make them more fancy. And then you can decide what time you want your clock to be. Maybe you want lunchtime. Maybe you want wake-up time. You can figure that out. Let's see. Maybe I will do shorthand on the 2 and longhand on the 12. What does that make mine? 2 o'clock. long hand on the 12, short hand on the 2. Okay, then over here, my daughter made a nice little plant. A little pot. And connecting it across. You could make a design on your pot. And then she made some flowers. And I have a different way of making flowers, but I'm trying to copy her flowers. This one reminds me of a lollipop. So sometimes she watches drawing videos on YouTube and she copies them. Maybe this is what she did, I'm not sure. But I thought it looked like a fun picture to color in. Maybe you have a different way of making flowers, you can make them your own way. Maybe you want to draw a picture hanging on the wall, or other details, or a window. You decide.